my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 5 of this unboxing. And it's an interesting one where Heritage Auctions had a huge sale. I mean, massive sale. Their prime auction where they brought in the biggest books. And usually they have like their prime auction, and then they have their weekly auction as well. This time they had 3 auctions actually. They had the prime auction, which kind of got all the attention, okay? And then they had this little auction afterwards, and then they had also their weekly auction. This little auction didn't get much attention. It was a really good collection of pre-code horror. It was a pre-code horror collection that sold, and the prices were steals. It was like steal after steal. I couldn't buy everything. I wanted to buy everything, but I did win a bunch of books, and I'm going to show you all of these ones that I won from that auction, where I got some pretty great deals on the books. Some of them, like literally for opening bid, like which was $1 kind of level. Okay, like that's what I'm saying, like steals. The ones that I won at that price are low grade, so be kind of aware of that, but I'll show you the ones I'm talking about. The first one is one of those ones that I got basically opening bid. This is Shock Suspense Stories number 11 from 1953. It's a Johnny Craig cover. And, you know, it is rough. It's like, it is a 1.0. I mean, but presents well. You can see the spine is mangled. Like, a big chunk out of it right there. And that's why it's a 1.0. But kind of displays well. And it was a book I didn't have in my collection. And for $30, like they always say it's $1 or whatever to opening bid, but then they always put their buyer's premium on it, and buyer's premium is 20%, but when it's under a certain value, it's like it's a minimum of $30 or something like that. So they always add that extra $30. So it's annoying, but I got this basically for that low bid. It was under $50 kind of level. It was like, I think it was $39 or something like that. So yeah, I just thought it was really cool. So yeah, just a really cool book. So, oh, and this one, oh my goodness. I didn't realize this one didn't survive the trip to my house. I didn't realize. Oh, did you hear that? This one has a smashed slab. I think it just didn't survive the trip. That can happen. That's a real shame. It is totally mangled. I didn't realize. That's a real shame. Okay, well, you can see that a piece just fell off, actually. Okay, well, I didn't know that it had a smashed slab. So, yeah. Oh, well, I'm a little bit disappointed by that. But okay, I'll keep it in its bag so it'll be safer. Okay, and this is another one that I won for opening bid, and it is even rougher. It's a 0.5, but it is complete. I believe it's complete. Yeah, it's complete. But it is really rough. You can see, like, it's got a big chunk out of it there. A big chunk along the bottom. But this is Shock Suspense Stories number 16. And it is the Red Dope editorial and a rape story. Oh my goodness. And it is a George Evans cover. And it's like really crazy. This guy's getting, like, he's in bondage and he's getting beaten by this other guy. So just a crazy cover and crazy content inside. Obviously, this is the kind of book that would lead to the end of the golden age, where they just went a little bit over the top with their storytelling. I'll show you the back as well. It's the skinny guy getting kicked in the sand with the sand, or he's getting beaten up by the bully, and he works out to become strong again. So that's awesome. So yeah, EC Comics 1954. Oh, that's a cool one. And as I said, I got these for opening bid. I was happy to win them. And this next one I got for opening bid too. Actually, so I didn't intend to win so many books. But I won a bunch for opening bid. And this was another one I won. This was, these are the ones that don't really go for that much. you know, anyways, it's a restored book, but it's high grade. It's like an 8.0. 8.0 slight restoration, off-white to white pager. Restoration includes a small amount of color touch on the cover, staples cleaned. So that's, you know, you can't change that. It's done. It's a done deal. But it is a cool book. It's a photo cover, and I believe it's Audrey Murphy and Gail Storm. And I guess she was a bit of a troubled person. She had a drinking problem from what Stephen was telling me. Stephen was telling me a bit about her, that she had issues. And I guess he was good with a gun. That's what I was informed about. So just interesting character, people from the golden era of cinema. And then we got another cool book. This is Space Action, number 3, from Ace Periodicals, 1952. And it is, doesn't say who did it. I believe it's a Luke Cameron cover, but this is the last issue of the run. Space Action only lasted 3 issues. I actually have all 3. This is the one that kind of completes the collection. It's a cool one. You got this alien kind of jumping out and grabbing the astronaut. So it's kind of a fun one. So Space Action number 3. And I always like their logo, how it has like this rocket ship that goes up along the side. It's kind of fun. Yeah, let me show you that a bit better. You can see that rocket ship. I always thought that was kind of cool. And I'll show you the back as well. It's a really cool one. Okay, this was actually a separate auction, but it's mixed in. These next 2 are actually from a separate auction. We got Spotlight Comics. This is kind of a classic cover with the red dwarf or green dwarf, whatever it is. So yeah, so just a classic cover, and it kind of reminds me of Galactus and the Fantastic Four, where they're kind of running away. It has that kind of feel to me. So this is just a really classic cover, just a really cool one. And it's Pete Gatsu cover. Gatsu. Gattuso. Okay, well, I'm terrible with pronouncing names, so we'll just live with that. This next one, actually, I thought I got it for a steal, and it turned out that I totally failed on it. So this next one was a low bid. It was like about $100, but I guess there was one on eBay that was actually a higher grade that sold for $50. So I overpaid in a way for this one. But this is, I thought, was a really cool. I thought it was a great price, actually, even at $100. And it's an LB Cole Christmas cover. It's like, you know, it's like Santa and all the reindeers flying around. I just thought it was a really cool LB Cole. I thought for $100, why not? Like, it seems like a great price. 3.0 seems like a solid grade. It's just a really great LB Cole cover. It's from Star Publications 1952, and this is called Holiday Comics number 5. Basically, Holiday Comics were all these Santa books. I think it ran 5 or 6 issues, where they were just all done by LB Cole. And this was part of his publication, which was Star Comics. And he, you know, would do all these kind of different books. He would either reprint earlier comics and give them an LB Cole cover, or sometimes he produced original material inside. This is probably more one of the reprints of probably some funny animal book from the Golden Age. So this would be just a, a reprint inside, but just a classic cover by LB Cole. And this next one I got for opening bid too. These are all like ones I got for really low bids, except for the Spotlight. Spotlight 2 was a bit more expensive. This next one is a Tex Mix number 3. I got this for opening bid. Basically, nobody was interested. I thought it was a cool cover. I thought it's like so actiony. It kind of reminded me of Amazing Fantasy 15, with Spider-Man kind of flying across. I just had that kind of vibe about it, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And it also has like the go-go checks across the top. I thought it was a really cool cover. It's book 3 from Tom Mix Comics, and I just thought it was a cool cover. You got this, fire in the background too. I don't know. I thought it was cool. And it was very inexpensive. It's a Fred Meagher cover, and it's from 1941. And it's by, Ralston Prina is the publisher. And you got like this postcard with Tom Mix on the back. I believe it's Tom Mix. No, Pesco Williams. Okay, so yeah. So, Tom Mix. I thought it was fun. I don't know. I'm not sure why it didn't go for more, but it just didn't. So yeah. So, but it's good for me. I liked it. So, okay, we got 2 more. We got Love and Marriage. This is another Canadian book. This is from Superior Comics. And I've been collecting all of these Love and Marriage ones. Whenever I can, get another issue from the series, I try to pick it up. So this is Love and Marriage. Get the saws on the back. But they never say who the artist is, but it was probably Iger House that would do the artwork for them. So you get like different artists from their staple that would do these books, often unaccredited. This is from 1954. It's a Canadian edition, obviously, from Superior. So Love and Marriage. Just a cool book. So yeah. So Love and Marriage number 15. Okay, the last book is one that actually I almost bought, but Stephen took it out of my cart. But I managed to get another copy of it, so I win in the end. Okay, so this was in my cart, and then I was debating about buying it, and then Stephen bought it. So I was like, oh, congrats, Stephen. So that happens a lot. I find, I think, this is some obscure book. Nobody will be interested in it. I find it cool. And then all of a sudden, like probably nobody looked at it for months. And then all of a sudden, somebody like takes interest in it other than me. I don't know why. It drives me crazy. So this is Tell It to the Marines number 2. And I have a few from this run. But I thought this one was interesting. It's got this sort of femme fatale. And she's literally a femme fatale. She's got the gun out and the snakes as well. So just a really cool cover. So Tell It to the Marines has some really great good girl art covers, actually. So this one is Bring a Friend, she says. How did I know your date was going to turn out to be a cobra? So just a very odd, it's very humorous. And you got I'm not sure what this is on the back. A day at the circus in full color. Oh, you can make your own little circus thing at the back here. So yeah. So that's Tell It to the Marines number 2 from Toby Press, 1952. It's just a really cool book. Actually, the weird thing is, after I lost it from my cart, it started appearing on eBay. So there were copies on eBay, but the prices were crazy expensive. I was shocked. But I won this for a really great price, so I was quite happy. So that is it for this part. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. There's a lot more to come. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.